Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Ramsey. A Melbourne community is mourning the loss of 4 children in a tragic house fire. The blaze ripped through the Werribee home early yesterday morning, killing 4 children aged 1, 3, 6 and 10. Their mother and father and an 8-year-old boy managed to escape and remain in hospital. Floral tributes have been laid near the property, the cause yet to be determined. Sydney and Melbourne have welcomed the first tourists from Singapore in almost 2 years since the border restrictions took effect due to the pandemic. Tourism Australia spent $4 million on an advertising campaign in Singapore with a 2-way travel bubble starting yesterday. Singapore is one of Australia's strongest markets for inbound tourism. Travellers must be fully vaccinated and return a negative COVID test within 72 hours of departure. Weather conditions across New South Wales have now proven deadly. A woman in her 30s on the Central Coast died yesterday after a tree fell on her while bushwalking. Meantime, a police officer is now being hailed a hero after rescuing 2 boys trapped in floodwaters in the state's central west. Sergeant Joel Hunter jumped into the Lachlan River to save them.
Just sort of knew with the flow of the current, if I sort of got ahead of it about 10-15 metres, and they're approximately about 20 metres out, I knew sort of if those first 6 strokes out, I knew I was able to get to them.
Weather alerts are still in place across the state along with Queensland and WA. A new clue has been found as investigations continue into the disappearance of William Tyrrell on the New South Wales mid-north coast. A piece of fabric was located in an area of woodland. It's been sent away for testing. A missing Chinese tennis star has held a video call with the head of the International Olympic Committee. Peng Shui hadn't been seen for almost 3 weeks, raising concerns for her safety after making sexual assault allegations against a former Chinese government official. The IOC says the athlete thanked the organisation for its concerns, but says she's safe and well at her home in Beijing. And Tiger Woods is back in full swing on the golf course after his major car accident 9 months ago. The golfer posted a video of himself hitting a golf ball, saying he has been cleared now to swing his irons again. To sport, Australia's Daniel Ricciardo has managed only a 12th place in the Qatar Formula 1 Grand Prix, the race won by Lewis Hamilton. Novak Djokovic still hasn't decided if he'll play at the Australian Open in January because of the compulsory COVID vaccination requirement. And in the Women's Big Bash, the Perth Scorchers will host the decider next Saturday after beating the Sydney Sixers by 8 wickets. To entertainment news, Adele has asked Spotify for the shuffle button to be removed for her 30 album because it messes with the flow of her songs. Spotify agreed to only offer the option of playing the album in order. And the Queen, Prince Charles and Prince William have joined forces to try and stop the BBC from screening a new documentary. It's about the alleged rift between Prince Harry and William. Despite calls for the program to be dumped, it's set to still go to air tonight in the UK. That's your latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.